Today, I want to talk to you about your to-do list. And I am going to say some cuss words. As a mom of five, I feel I owe you that disclaimer so that if you are watching with kids, I am not teaching them a word that you don't want them to know. By the way, in my house, my kids know some classics, partially my fault, partially my husband's fault, and always want to be aware of that for you in the future. But we're going to talk about your to-do list. I want you to pull out your to-do list and count right now how many items are on your to-do list for today. I'm not talking about this week. I'm not talking about this month's goals or this year's goals. I'm talking about the list that you want to accomplish today. This video is for you if you have more than 5 items on it, because we are going to talk about the difference between getting shit done and taking prioritized, purposeful actions. I will get to the top 3 differences in just a moment, but I want to invite you to like this video, comment down below with your ahas, like my page, and just share with me and others who may be able to benefit from this video what your big ahas were out of the video and how I can support you in the future. I would love to make videos based upon what you need to know. I have been a victim in the past, and I pulled out one of my old planners. I have been a victim of the past of getting sucked into getting shit done lists. On my team, we called it GSD list, and we had several. We had one for today, one for this week, one for this month, and we had a whole bunch of other lists for next week, next month, next year. And I would even separate them between personal and client tasks. There were days. Let me just show you an example. This is a positive productivity planner, which has not yet been released. By the way, aren't my nails gorgeous? My 6-year-old gave her first manicure this past weekend. But I want you to see, there are no less than 8, I can count, 14, no less than 25 to-do list items on this sheet for this day. And this was actually a good day. Now that I'm looking over it, I'm looking at the date. Thursday, October 12th, 2017. I know, though, that if I go back through some other days, yep, I see them all over. There are crazy making tasks on here. Saturday, September 2nd, 2017. Take a bath, bathe the kids, clean up office, clean up the little's room, put away laundry. Well, I understand that those are items that will affect you in your day. I mean, I love to take a shower. It's honestly, well, I'm not going to even touch upon that right now. I love to take showers. I love to take baths. It does not deserve a spot on your getting shit done list. The difference between a getting shit done list and a prioritized, purposeful action list, number one difference is that, and I'm looking at my cheat sheet, the items on your getting shit done list really, they may be inconsequential tomorrow. Whereas the items on your prioritized, purposeful action list, you'll still be feeling the actions or the results of them 10 years from now. Let me give you an example. If you work on writing your book today, you can read that book potentially, if you finally finish it, in 10 years. If you put on your getting shit done list, take a shower, you're going to have to take a shower tomorrow. You're going to have to take a shower every day for the next 10 years. So why are you cluttering up your list with things like that? So way number one, the items on your getting shit done list, you may not feel the results of tomorrow. You may stink a little less if we use the shower example. But the items on your prioritized, purposeful action list, you will feel years from now. Way number two, everything and anything winds up on your GSD list, whereas your PPA list, your prioritized purposeful action list, should have no more than 5. I like to say focus on 2 to 3, but I myself always have about 5 items on my list. There are many days where they bounce over from one day to the next if I don't get to them. But let me show you why this is so important to you. This is, again, September 2nd, 2017. I am recording this video at the beginning of 2020. I had on this day, I had 9, 11, 19 items on this list, and 1 item got done completely, and 2 items it looked like got halfway done. I will tell you that seeing 1 item done completely and 2 half done out of a list of 19 feels a lot less accomplished than if you only put 5 items up and you do accomplish 1 and then maybe 2 are halfway done. I love to give myself a big old pat on the back at the end of a day where I do good. My goal is always to complete 3 PPA tasks by the end of each and every day. And if I make a list of 20 PPAs versus a list of 5, it just doesn't feel as like I was productive. Let me just put it that way. Keep your list of 5, make it the most important things. And that is where the difference number 2 comes in. Difference number 1, again, in my list of differences between getting shit done and prioritize purposeful actions, was that your GSD list does not go any further than tomorrow, whereas your PPAs go well into the future. Number 2 is your prioritized purposeful actions can only be done by you. Your getting shit done list often has tasks that can be done by other people. For example, cleaning up my office. I could have paid a kid allowance or bonus allowance to clean up my office for me. I mean, right now the cat shredded a roll of toilet paper, so it's on my office floor. I might bribe a kid and say, sweep it up, I'll give you 50 cents. I don't need to do it. Picking up my little's room. My little should have been picking up the room. Why did it wind up on my to-do list? I could have had grocery shopping. Well, there's Instacart. My husband does it now. It doesn't need a place on here. As well as I had many days where I had clean out your inbox on my GSD list. My friend, your email box is going to be back full again tomorrow. Do I love a clean, empty inbox? Heck yes, I do. I actually have a picture of my dream house as the backdrop on my Gmail. But I do not want to be focusing my time over cleaning up my inbox before I focus on writing my book, creating these videos, getting a new podcast episode out, because I am the voice of my podcast, or creating a course, writing a blog article. Those items, those evergreen content items, especially because I specialize in marketing, those evergreen content items have a much longer shelf life than cleaning my inbox ever will. Put it in perspective a little bit more for you. This past weekend, my inbox was down to 13. It is now back over 200. It's irking the heck out of me, but that is not a priority of mine this week. I don't know if it will be a priority again in February because I'm speaking next month. I have 2 courses I'm creating, and I want to be here with you. If I am spending the time to go through my inbox, that is getting shit done. That is not taking prioritized purposeful actions. So let's go back to the difference between getting shit done and taking prioritized purposeful actions. Getting shit done focuses on today. Prioritize purposeful actions focuses on the long term. So that was way number 1. Way number 2, prioritize purposeful actions can only be done by you, whereas getting shit done items can be delegated, you can pay contractors to do them, or maybe you just don't need to be focusing on them at all. What's the worst that's going to happen if I don't post on Twitter today? That was on my GSD list of the past. And way number 3, everything and anything, as I already discussed, winds up on your GSD list, whereas only the most important 3 to 5 items of today should wind up on your prioritized purposeful action list. Please, my friend, stop making a mile-long Santa-style list of everything and everything, everything and anything that comes up in your head. Focus on today's priorities. Focus on the activities which are going to impact you, your family, and your business for the long term. Stop focusing on things which have a 1 day or even a 1 hour shelf life. I'm Kim Sutton. I'm host of the Positive Productivity Podcast, and I'm also a business and marketing automation mentor specializing on working with business and life coaches. And today I would love to know how many prioritized purposeful actions you will have on your list every day. I also want to know how many items were on your GSD list when we started this video just a few minutes ago. So leave a comment down below. And because you hung out with me for this long, I want to offer you my 30-day Work Smarter, Not Harder challenge, where I talk about things like prioritized purposeful actions, how to stay focused on them, how to delegate, how to build your team, how to set up automation in your business so that neither you nor a team member needs to do everything. So if you're interested, check down below in the comments or in the description, and there will be a link for you to sign up right away. I will be back in a couple days with my next Feel Good Funnel Friday video. I don't even know what I'm discussing. I have a few ideas. Did I just say disgusting? I don't even know what I'm discussing then yet, but I'm sure it will be good. But until then, go forth and make it a positive and a productive day.